Listen up, people. Ever dreamed of a place totally different? Forget Disneyland. I'm talking about waking up your senses. Imagine this. You're in a market. The air is thick with the smell of spices you can't name. Vendors hawk steaming bowls of noodles, their voices a melodic chaos. This is China, a punch to the senses. China is raw, ancient, in your face. This isn't a history book. It's a living, breathing beast, and it's ready to swallow you whole. We're diving deep into the heart of the dragon. From megacities that'll make your head spin to ancient wonders that whisper forgotten stories. Get ready for China. Let's talk smells. Forget your lavender and vanilla. China's got something else going on. Walk down any street and it'll hit you. The scent of 1,000 street vendors cooking up a storm. Spicy Sichuan peppers, sizzling garlic, the sweet aroma of bao buns steaming in bamboo baskets. But it's not just food. It's incense burning in ancient temples, the earthy smell of tea brewed for centuries. This is the smell of adventure, folks. And trust me, you want to taste. China isn't just a country, it's a civilization disguised as a country. Thousands of years of history are etched into its walls, its people, its soul. You'll wander through forbidden cities, stand in awe of the Great Wall, and marvel at the Terracotta Army. This is the heart of the dragon, beating strong and steady. And once you've felt it, you'll never be the same again. Beijing. Even the name sounds powerful, doesn't it? This is the heart of the dragon, the seat of emperors. Walk through Tiananmen Square, the largest public square in the world. Feel the ghosts of history whispering in the forbidden city's shadows. But Beijing ain't stuck in the past. Skyscrapers pierce the sky, a testament to China's meteoric rise. You'll find Michelin-star restaurants next to hole-in-the-wall noodle joints. It's a city of contrasts, where ancient traditions collide with modern mayhem. Don't miss the hutongs, those narrow alleys teeming with life. Lose yourself in the maze of shops, tea houses and street food stalls. This is where you'll find the real Beijing. It's chaotic, it's vibrant, and it's unforgettable. Shanghai. Now this is a city that never sleeps. A futuristic skyline rises from the banks of the Huangpu River, a testament to China's economic prowess. Walk along the Bund, the iconic waterfront promenade, and soak in the view. On one side, colonial-era buildings stand as a reminder of Shanghai's past. On the other, futuristic skyscrapers pierce the sky, showcasing China's ambition. And when the sun goes down, Shanghai truly comes alive. Neon lights illuminate the city, transforming it into a futuristic wonderland. Xi'an. This is where it all began. The ancient capital of China, a city steeped in history and legend. Walk through the city walls built over 2,000 years ago and feel the weight of history on your shoulders. But the real reason to visit Xi'an? The Terracotta Army. This army of thousands of life-size terracotta soldiers, horses and chariots was buried with the first emperor of China over 2,000 years ago. Explore the Muslim Quarter, a vibrant neighborhood with a rich history and culture. Sample delicious street food, browse the bustling markets and soak in the unique atmosphere. It's a world away from the modern city outside. The Great Wall of China, you've seen the pictures. A stone serpent winding its way across mountains and deserts. But nothing prepares you for the real thing. Standing on top of those ancient stones, gazing out at the vastness of it all, it's humbling. This ain't no tourist trap. This is the real deal, built over centuries by emperors and peasants alike. Walk a section of the wall, feel the rough stone beneath your fingers. It's a powerful experience. Deep in the heart of Xi'an lies a secret. An army frozen in time. The Terracotta Army. Thousands of life-size terracotta warriors, each one unique, stand guard over the tomb of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang. Imagine this. You walk into a vast hangar-like structure, and there they are. Row upon row of warriors, each one with a different face, a different expression. These guys were buried for over 2,000 years. It's an unforgettable experience. The Forbidden City. Even the name whispers intrigue. For centuries, this sprawling palace complex in the heart of Beijing was off-limits to ordinary folks. It was the exclusive domain of emperors and their entourages. Today you can walk through those same gates, cross those same courtyards. But don't let the crowds fool you. The Forbidden City still holds its secrets close. As you wander through the labyrinthine halls and pavilions, you can almost feel the presence of the emperors who ruled from here. It's a visual feast. Golden roofs shimmer in the sunlight. Red walls stretch out in every direction. It's enough to make your head spin. Forget everything you think you know about Chinese food. Yeah, you've had your fair share of takeout, but trust me, that's like calling a McDonald's cheeseburger a gourmet meal. In China, food is an art form, a sensory explosion. It's about fresh ingredients, bold flavors, and centuries-old traditions. From the bustling street markets to the Michelin-starred restaurants, get ready to have your taste buds blown away. Forget the menus, be adventurous. Point at something that looks interesting. Don't be afraid to try new things. You might just discover your new favorite dish. From dumplings to delicacies, let's talk dumplings. These little pockets of joy are a staple in Chinese cuisine. From the delicate soup dumplings of Shanghai to the hearty boiled dumplings of the north, there's a dumpling for every taste. But don't stop there. Explore the world of noodles. From hand-pulled Lanzhou beef noodles to spicy Sichuan dandan noodles, each region has its own specialty. And don't even get me started on the Peking duck. Crispy skin, juicy meat, served with thin pancakes and sweet bean sauce. It's a culinary masterpiece. So go ahead, indulge yourself. Eating in China is not for the faint of heart. Forget your quiet, candle-lit dinners. This is a full-on sensory assault. Street vendors hawking their wares, families sharing steaming hot pots, the clatter of chopsticks and the slurping of noodles. It's chaotic, it's loud, and it's absolutely exhilarating. Don't be afraid to get stuck in. Use your hands, slurp your noodles. It's all part of the experience. And trust me, the locals will appreciate your enthusiasm. Forget those Hollywood special effects. China's got the real deal. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park. Ever seen the movie Avatar? Those floating mountains? Yeah, this is where they got the idea. Except here, it's even more mind-blowing. Imagine this. Thousands of sandstone pillars, some taller than the Empire State Building, jutting straight up from the jungle floor. Caves hidden in the mist, waterfalls cascading down sheer cliffs. It's like stepping onto another planet. Now let's talk about that glass bridge, the world's longest and highest. You're walking on air, folks. Move over, Monet. China's got its own masterpiece, the Li River, winding its way through karst mountains. It's like something out of a classical Chinese painting. And trust me, the pictures don't do it justice. Imagine this. You're on a bamboo raft, drifting downstream. The water is emerald green, reflecting the sky. Towering limestone cliffs rise up on either side, covered in lush vegetation. Water buffalo graze on the banks. Fishermen cast their nets in the shallows. It's a scene of timeless beauty. The light here is magical. Look, I get it, the cities are exciting, the food is amazing, but after a while all that noise and chaos can wear you down. That's when you know it's time to escape, to find your Zen, and trust me, China's got plenty of places to do just that. Head to the mountains, hike through bamboo forests, visit ancient temples perched on misty peaks. Breathe in the fresh air, listen to the silence. Section 4. Respect the dragon. China's a trip, no doubt, It's a wild ride for your senses, but remember, you're a guest in someone else's home. Show some respect. Learn a few basic Mandarin phrases. Ni hao goes a long way. Don't be afraid to haggle in markets. It's part of the game. But keep it light-hearted, respectful. And for the love of all that's holy, don't be a jerk about tipping. It's not mandatory everywhere, but rounding up or a small tip for good service goes a long way. Remember those ancient temples and sacred sites? Dress respectfully, no shorts or tank tops, and keep your voice down. Those places have a certain energy, a stillness that deserves respect. Look, China's changing fast, modernizing at warp speed. But the old ways, the traditions, they still run deep. Embrace the contradictions. Be open to new experiences, and trust me, China will blow your mind. All right, folks, let's talk about getting around in China. Forget your rental car fantasies. In cities like Beijing and Shanghai, you're better off leaving the driving to the professionals. Trust me, you don't want to tangle with those traffic jams. It's a symphony of honking horns and near misses. Your best bet? Public transportation. It's cheap, it's efficient, and it's an adventure in itself. Subways are your friend. Clean, air-conditioned, and they'll get you where you need to go faster than a screaming street vendor. Just be prepared for crowds during rush hour. Taxis are plentiful, but make sure they use the meter. Or you might just end up paying for the driver's next bowl of noodles. And for the truly adventurous, try hailing a Didi. It's China's version of Uber or Lyft. Just download the app and you're good to go. Pro tip, get yourself a transportation card. Most cities have them. You can load them up with cash and use them for everything from subways to buses to even some taxis. Saves you the hassle of fumbling for change. Let's be real, folks. Unless you're fluent in Mandarin, you're going to have some communication challenges in China. But hey, that's part of the fun, right? Embrace the awkward silences, the hand gestures, the occasional charade performance. Here's the good news. In big cities, you can usually find someone who speaks at least a little English. Hotel staff, restaurant workers, that random guy on the street who just wants to practice his English skills. Download a translation app. Google. Translate is your new best friend. It's not perfect, but it'll get you out of a bind. Pro tip, download the Chinese language pack for offline use. Trust me, there will be times when you don't have Wi-Fi. And hey, a little effort goes a long way. Learn a few basic Mandarin phrases. Ni hao, hello, xizi, thank you, bu yao, no thank you. The locals will appreciate it, even if you butcher the pronunciation. China's generally a safe place to travel, folks, but hey, a little common sense goes a long way. Just like anywhere else in the world, be aware of your surroundings. Don't flash your cash around like you're trying to buy the Forbidden City. And keep an eye on your belongings, especially in crowded areas. Food safety? Don't stress too much. Street food is part of the adventure. Just use your judgment. If a stall looks dodgy, move on. And if you've got a sensitive stomach, stick to cooked foods. When in doubt, there's always McDonald's. Just kidding. Sort of. Here's a big one. The internet. China's got its own internet rules, folks. Facebook, Google, Instagram, they're all blocked. But don't panic. Download a VPN before you go. It'll let you bypass the Great Firewall and access your favorite websites. And hey, stay hydrated. China's tap water isn't safe to drink. Stick to bottled water. You'll find it everywhere. And don't be afraid to haggle with street vendors. It's all part of the game. Let's be real, folks. Traveling in China can be a challenge. Things don't always go according to plan. You'll encounter language barriers, cultural differences, and the occasional squat toilet. But that's all part of the adventure, right? My advice? Pack your patience and your sense of humor. Things will go wrong. You will get lost. You might even have a meltdown in a crowded train station. It's okay. Take a deep breath, laugh it off. And remember, you're making memories. Embrace the unexpected. Be open to new experiences. And most importantly, don't sweat the small stuff. Because at the end of the day, China will reward you in ways you never thought possible. So, you're thinking about China, huh? Good for you. It's a trip, I'll give you that. It's a sensory overload, a history lesson, and a culinary adventure all rolled into one. You'll eat things you can't pronounce, see things that'll blow your mind, and meet people who'll challenge your perspectives. It's a country of contradictions, ancient and modern, chaotic and serene, familiar and utterly alien. But that's the beauty of it, isn't it? It'll push you out of your comfort zone, make you question everything you thought you knew. Listen, China ain't for everyone. It's not Disneyland, it's raw, it's real, and it'll grab you by the throat and shake you awake. But if you're looking for an adventure, a chance to experience something truly unique, then book that ticket. Just be prepared to have your world turned upside down. And trust me, you'll come back breathing fire.